Where's your game at right now?
I broke my wrist 3.5 months ago. I blame Bismack Biyombo because he hasn't had he has no body awareness, and he ran into me while I'm in the air. And so I'm like 3.5 weeks. I just started playing golf. Today was like my first rounds since I broke my wrist. I tried playing Memorial Pro-Am, and I had to quit after 9. It swelled up. So my game's in shambles because it's left wrist.
Where'd you play today?
Played at the Summit.
Oh, you played some. Okay,
good spot.
Yeah, good spot.
What's your index down to now?
I only got 2 rounds on the year, and I only got 12 rounds last year. So it says I'm a 6. I'm not a 6.
So you flirting in between the 6 and the 12.
Right now, I'm like more it's like a 12, 13. I don't even know.
You know, They say anybody who says they're a 6 handicap, that means they're either scratch or a 12.
Correct.
Only time will tell.
I got down to a 3 one time, 2021. I got good. I was looking for you at that time.
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome back to the world-famous Bar 3 podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Stephen Malbon. We got my man, Ben Baller, J.R. Smith. And this week, 2 amazing guests. Number 1, Fairway Iggy. Number 2, Scott Pinckney, PGA Tour Pro, NBA legend. Let's go.
Let's go, man. Good to have you guys here, man.
Thank you.
It's great to have you guys here, first of all. But I'm gonna play favoritism. Sorry, I have to.
NBA
but
shit.
Iggy,
I'm gonna pass it off to one of my favorites.
Thanks, man.
I'm in Golf Fantasy League, so I know all the golfers.
yeah, you in a lot of stuff, by the way.
There's a
Which I'm
fantasy
really-
fucking golf. I didn't know there's fantasy in golf.
Oh, you know it's fantasy in golf?
I didn't know that on everything. I didn't know that.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna tap you in. It's 2 types really. It's the whole season's like one and done. So you can pick one guy. Once you pick him for the tournament, you can't pick him anymore for the rest of the year.
And it goes like to T125, or what does it go to?
No, you can pick whoever you want. As long as they're in the tournament, you can pick them.
Okay.
And so basically it works like a stock. So you put $500 in, and then it's like 10 other guys in there. And so your winnings is how much your golfer or golfers won that week. So missing cut is 0. Like, you're screwed.
Of course.
But if your golfer he wins a tournament, if it's a major, he gets $2 or $3 million. That goes into like your total earnings. And then after the whole season's over, it's the total earnings for all the tournaments sits at the bottom, and whatever you want at the top, your percentage of the total earnings is how much you win in the total pot. And that's essentially how it works. So on the elevated events and the majors and the WGCs, you pick 2 guys. So it gets tricky. And then after a couple of years, you know, like what courses he likes, you know, what courses fit Rory's eye, you know, don't pick Rory for the Masters, stuff like that you figure out along the way. And it's like, I won the first year and I haven't been close ever since.
So right now, Rahm is up big time then, because majors, like 4.
Rahm, what, Scheffler?
But you got to pick him.
No, I know. I'm just saying Scheffler's up there too, though.
Yeah, but you can only pick them one tournament a year.
Oh, only one tournament. Okay.
Yeah, you can only pick, once you pick a guy, you can't pick him anymore the rest of the season.
Okay.
And so after all the elevated tournament events, are like 8 now?
9, I think.
9 elevated events, and then you got 4 majors and 4 WGCs.
So who'd you pick?
That's 15 tournaments. That's 30 guys just for those tournaments. And then the rest of the tournaments, you're only picking one guy. This week I picked Chris Kirk, and he shot 500 today. So I'm in a good position.
Nice.
At the Rocket? Okay.
You're right. And so now, like, it's crazy because now I know every tournament. I know every city, state they're in. And like, it's like year 6. So,
Shit, I got to get in.
It keeps you tapped in too.
Yeah.
It keeps you super tapped in.
I'm just sad my boy Harry Higgs ain't in there, man. But yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Where's your game at right now?
I broke my wrist 3.5 months ago. I blame Bismack Biyombo because he hasn't had he has no body awareness, and he ran into me while I'm in the air. And so I'm like 3.5 weeks. I just started playing golf. Today was like my first rounds since I broke my wrist. I tried playing Memorial Pro-Am, and I had to quit after 9. It swelled up. So my game's in shambles because it's left wrist.
Where'd you play today?
Played at the Summit.
Oh, you played some? Okay.
Good spot.
Yeah, good spot.
What's your index down to now?
I only got 2 rounds on the year, and I only got 12 rounds last year. So it says I'm a 6. I'm not a 6.
So you flirting in between the 6 and the 12.
Right now, I'm like more like a 12, 13. I don't even know.
You know, they say anybody who says they're a 6 handicap, that means they're either scratch or a 12.
Correct.
Only time will tell.
I got down to a 3 one time, 2021. I got good. I was looking for you at that time.
I heard. That's why I was like,
I was looking for you.
Because I remember when we first, when you first got into, I think it was like a year or two after I had really got the bug, and we were somewhere, I think it was like Bahamas.
Yeah.
And we was out there, and I seen how passionate you was about it. I was like, and I knew your size. I was like, oh, if he get it, I could be in trouble.
Yeah.
I was like, I never felt like that with nobody else. I was like, everybody else out here, like, I got them. But if he gets it, I'm gonna be able to run for my money.
I figured it out.
So Scott, you've been working with Trav. Trav was on the show. Bacon, his caddy, was out there.
Yep.
Give us the field report. What's it looking like?
Trav's his swing's gotten a lot better. I'm really glad they changed it to a scramble format. I think they got a chance. Best ball would have been tough. Trav can send it, but short game needs. We're working on the short game.
Oh shit!
And how's Pat's short game?
Pat's good. So I think that's why they have a chance. Is because Pat's going to be able to put it close, and then Trav can just give it a run. But I do have some insider information. Pat's 3-wood broke on during the practice round day. It's just went and
he got a new one, I'm sure, by today.
Yeah, I think he just went to the pro shop and they got him a new club head, but it was completely snapped.
I mean, Bacon's a great short game dude, so that's they should put Bacon in that fucking thing. But.
Yeah, but I think it's gonna be good.
He got some club head speed.
We've had a lot of like LPGA players on here. We kind of the way we wanted to do this show was because growing the game and me being so new to it and me coming from a whole different background. But I mean, I played sports in college and whatever, but he's biggest golf brand, obviously 2-time NBA world champion. We just had a different approach of how we want to grow the game and remove the stigma of what golf has been. And I've been around golf all my life, but I just never fuck with it at all, right? So you being a tour pro and we've never got to we ask everyone else's question, but asking you, it must be just it's a different thing. What's your favorite club in the bag?
My putter.
Nice.
My putter. Yep, I got a pretty nice Scotty Cameron Circle T, which just has a super smooth face, so it has no grooves, and it's just butter.
I got shout out to Paul Vazenko and Scotty, man.
Paul's my guy.
Paul's my dude.
He's the best.
He fitted me, got me I got my Ben Baller edition Circle T, and
Yeah, he's changed my putting because his facility down there and his expertise. It's amazing. He keeps it simple. I can go months without putting and still just make everything. Just because I walk on the putting green, I know exactly what I need to do, and it's easy. So Paul's
that place
Paul's
in San
the
Marcos is amazing, bro. That place is fucking incredible. Iggy, what about you, man? What's your favorite club in the bag?
Right now? The answer would be my 3-wood. When I got good and I started getting the bug, that was the first club I can control. Either I can draw it on command and I can cut it on command.
Nice.
And I put my driver in the bag for like 3 years. And then somebody was like, if you want to get the scratch, you got to be able to hit the driver. So, but the 3-wood, if I'm ever just having a bad day and I want to feel good about myself,
I got to do that all the time.
It's 3-wood all to death.
Because my driver just don't really work.
Yeah, 3-wood.
I was telling them when I played the Farmers, I was so scared of the rough. I left the driver at the hotel room. So I brought the 3-wood only. And then I made 6 or 7 fairways. And then John Rahm's like, bro, you should have brought your driver. I was like, nah, no way. And he goes, this is the way you're swinging your 3-wood, why not? And I'm like, no.
Not the same?
No, not at all. But there was this dude that was playing against us, Michael Collins, ESPN caddy dude.
Mm-hmm.
And I was out driving him. He was using a stealth driver. So every time I out drove him, I was like, fuck. And then Rahm's like, hey man, get in his ear. So we had a 91-yard approach shot. And he had like 92. They're right next to each other. And Rahm goes, anything you can switch, just get him off his game, bro. And I was like, hey man, if you get the green, I'll make you a custom chain. The motherfucker sculled that thing 20 yards past the thing. Then he had a 10-foot putt 2 holes later. And I said, hey man, if you hold this 10 feet, it's nothing, bro. You're 10 feet. I'll make you some big ass diamond earrings. And that motherfucker hit that shit like 30 feet past that thing. John Rahm's like,
he didn't leave it short. He didn't leave it short.
Keep going. But it was funny at the end. I won the the Farmers Pro-Am, right?
Mhm.
And they interviewed Michael Collins. Like, hey man, so what'd you think about Ben Baller bringing just only a 3-wood? And he goes, Henrik Stenson would be jealous, man. This dude was, but it kept me on the fairway. Wasn't far, but but I feel you on that.
Henrik Stenson. That's where I got it from.
Iceman.
Watching him so much, and he's a taller golfer.
Yeah.
And he's winning tournaments. And he'll go in the Hall of Fame, right?
Yeah.
3-wood. He only hit drop, and he's got the same irons from like 98. He won't switch his irons.
You know who the 3-wood champion is? We're in Miami at Turnberry Country Club.
That's a good course.
And we're at like 280, 275 yards to the pin.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have a club that I have to lay up. I don't have a club that goes that far at all. Unless I could put a tee down in the middle of the fairway. You know what I mean?
Right.
This motherfucker takes out his 3-wood and overshoots the fucking pin. I was like, God, I've never seen it off the deck. I've never
By
seen
far the best 3-wood I've hit in my life. Still.
Well, shut up, man. He's always so
for
fucking
real.
humble.
No, that's a good shot. It's something with shooters.
He's always so humble, though.
All the basketball guys, like all the shooters,
But if you would have
are
seen
good at golf.
the
It's
trajectory,
insane.
the sound of it, I was like, God damn. And then it went past, and this big ass fucking iguana. Not iguana. That thing was a fucking
Iguana.
It was crazy.
The test of that though, I seen D Book not too long ago in Phoenix, and he had literally just started playing. And I'm looking at his swing and his touch around the greens. I'm looking like, there's no way I was this good. This dude is like he was playing lights out, and I'm sitting there like, yo, it's like literally something with the shooters. Obviously, Ray,
Devin Booker, for real?
Steph, I mean,
All of them.
it's crazy. I haven't seen Clay really play or hit.
Clay has a attention span problem. But Clay, if Clay locked in, Clay can play. For as little as he plays, he's really good at golf. It's insane. He just can't get past like 6 holes. He'll be like, all right, I'm going home.
Right.
Are you going to use his shot anytime today?
Steph's just that good.
Yeah.
He played Summit a few days ago. He shot 5 under. So they're like,
God damn.
He's good.
and they're like, it was an easy 5 under. So I'm like, oh boy.
Do y'all play much on the road?
We used to. We used to play a lot. We had a game in Phoenix. Played at home at Oracle on whatever it was, Tuesday. Left the same night, went to Phoenix. We joked around like, let's bring our clubs. We had a back-to-back. So we didn't get to Phoenix till like 2 a.m. Something happened weird with the plane. And you land somewhere late, you still got to get your bags. We didn't get our bags till like 3:30. We left the hotel at like 7 because we had to be back for the team meeting at noon. And dude probably shot like 1 or 2 over. Like it was nothing. And I'm dead. I'm like, I'm picking up half the holes. Like I ain't got it. I'm just out here having fun.
Right.
So I'm like, I'm not going to have a good game tonight. Like I'm knowing I'm not going to have a good game, but I'm like, all right, tonight I just got to lock in. Make sure everybody on their P's and Q's, everybody focused and ready to play. I just got to play hard, play defense, and communicate. But if a ball comes to me, I'm swinging it. Bro, Steph went for like 40. And every time he scored, he looked at me and laughed. And he's like, if they only knew what we did today. Like, there's no way he's supposed to have that type of game off a back-to-back, and we just played golf. But there's something wrong with that dude. Like, it's weird.
That's tough.
Yeah.
That is tough.
He's the first person I saw shoot even par. This was like 2014 too. That was early on. And me seeing somebody shoot par when I'm just started playing golf was like, this the great. That's like watching somebody score 60.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's funny because he dunked it in from 50 yards on 18, made it.
No big deal.
That was in New Orleans. The course they do the
Dessert.
the team event. Yeah.
I seen him play at Chris Paul's wedding. We went out like the morning of the wedding or like the day before. And I had just really got into it. And I seen him, I'm like, bro, why are you playing basketball? I was literally like, bro,
God damn.
What is going on? Oh, it was ridiculous.
Yeah, he got game.
And this, again, 15, 16 years ago. I'm like,
He
oh
needs to
my
fuck around and play
God.
Champions Tour after NBA.
Now he's not even using his driver anymore. He's got this driving iron. He's hitting it like 290. In Tahoe, he only uses his driver like twice around.
Yeah.
He was like hole 10 and hole 13, I use the driver. Everything else, I'm using
Like
my
par
driving
5
iron.
something?
Par 5s, he's using his driving iron. On 18,
What kind of clubs does he play with? Do you know what he
he's
plays
a Callaway
Callaway.
guy.
He's a Callaway dude?
Callaway.
Okay.
He got to deal with him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Like
Okay.
he get paid.
Yeah. They got a huge deal with the
Full swing too.
Howard or
Well, Howard, yeah, Howard.
Doing a great,
Well,
he's
actually,
doing a
what
lot of
clubs do
big
you play
stuff.
with, Iggy?
Right now, I'm playing Civic Sans.
Strixons?
Yeah,
Okay.
I love their wedges and their irons. Their irons are butter.
Right. Well, when I was in Japan, Zozo Champ, they were like, they're very partial. There's a weird thing with Koreans and Japanese people, but they're talking about the history of Japanese people with irons because they make samurai swords.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, I ain't trying to hear all that shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm Korean, I'm just funny. But I'm sponsored by TaylorMade, so I was like, I like TaylorMade. Strixon.
And Miras are made.
Miras too, yeah, talking about Miras. Scott, what clubs did you play with?
Titleist. I was a Nike athlete, one of the few back in 2014 and 15, and then literally found out we were at the Travelers Championship, and one of the head Nike guys came out that week, and we're all kind of wondering, like, what's going on? Like, why is he here? We're testing wedges, and then later that night, and announced Nike's done making golf clubs that week. It was just out of the blue. Everyone's freaking out, and then from there, signed with Titleist.
I was talking to Anthony Kim, and he was talking about when he was playing with Nike in the heyday, and AK was like, bro, I would literally be on tour and I would hit Adam Scott's clubs and I was hitting them 35 yards further. And I was like, oh, that's crazy. He goes, damn, Ben, you're so new at golf. You don't understand.
Right.
He's like, Ben, 10 yards. If I could gain 10 yards, it's a big deal.
Huge deal.
35. And then he was like, his boy's also pro, played with him at Oklahoma. Was like, do you see this driver here? I'm like, fuck is that? Thought it was a rangefinder on a club. It was a square fucking driver. I was like, this thing is disgusting. It's terrible. And he goes, you can't hit this 185 yards. I was like, 185 yards? I was like, bro, I can hit that 185 yards. You can't hit this 185 yards. Why the fuck did I try to hit that fucking driver? And he was just telling me how hard it was to hit those clubs.
Was that the Sasquatch?
Yeah.
That's the first ones I started with.
And I was like, and he was trying to tell me how hard. Just imagine how but he needed to, he had a major contract with them, right? Him and Tiger. So I was like, damn.
Being a pro, how much, like, for us amateurs, like, how much does that equipment matter as much? Like, it's different. Okay, if you single digit and you're getting a fit for a club as opposed to a set of demos, but like, when people are 15 to 16 handicaps, how important is that?
A huge difference. I mean, for a pro, there's a lot of guys out there that are getting new wedges every single week. It's even just a few blades of grass between the grooves, or if they're starting to wear down a little bit. I mean, it makes a huge difference. And even more so for amateurs, just to be able to get the ball in the fairway, add another 10, 15 yards, it's huge.
He was playing blades after like his 25th
Oh my
round.
God, bro. Why are you bringing this up anymore, man? Fuck,
man,
bro.
I gotta tell a pro this. Like, he's playing blades after his 25th official round, opposed to using a big fat cavity.
So listen,
back.
Scott,
Like, no,
hold
I'm
on.
hitting it good. I'm hitting it great.
I shot a commercial
Try that shit outside, not on his
So
tarp.
I'm sponsored by TaylorMade. I have a deal with them, right? And I fucking shot this Dick's commercial. And Harry Higgs plays the P7SS. I was like, all right, cool. I had some really good shots. And on top of that, I just won the farm. I don't want to hear anybody tell me anything anymore. So I had a couple good rounds.
Pro-Am.
And then I had really bad rounds. I blame Riviera.
Yeah.
And, my coach is like, look, you're not going to listen to me anyway. You listen to all this shit, but you shouldn't be fucking playing these fucking clubs. JR said it a few times. But he's like, Ben, the problem is your misses are going to be fucking way worse now.
Yeah.
You need a more forgiving club. Went back to the Stelts.
Yeah.
Now I'm back in my low 80s. You know what I'm saying?
The game of misses.
On the top of that, he had a staff bag. So it was just
No, bro, a snap bag didn't come to the fucking course. Shut up, man. Come on, bro.
Iron covers.
he had the
No, I
big
don't
ball
touch-
logo with
Never,
the name on
ever
it.
never, ever had iron covers. Come on, bro. I ain't that Korean.
Ben, check me out. I have a set of Mizuno blades.
Yeah.
They've never seen outside. But I have a simulator in my house. It's a little bit bigger than this room. And I only practice with them.
Yeah.
And then it's like, the Brazilians, they say they play soccer with a homemade ball.
Yeah.
So when they get a real ball, it's like, oh, this is it. I'll play with a makeshift ball. So just if you practice with blades and then play with your regular clubs, you'll start seeing a lot.
You know what? I think the best thing for me was just to go back to the Stelts. You know what I'm saying? So I was going back to the bigger backs, and like Monday for coming out here, like I said, 20, 25 yard difference. And obviously, again, my misses are way better. They're still going. You know what I mean? Like I'll take that miss all day long.
Sure. Now, when you're practicing with your blades and you're like, I know my numbers. Like if I'm hitting this 8-iron, 165, 170 with blades, I'm like, okay. And I'm hitting them high.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, I'm in my slot. That's when I'm most confident.
Yeah.
So when I'm practicing, like working on drill work, I use the blades because if you don't hit them in the center of the face, it's going to be everywhere.
But it's funny because I got Tiger Wood blades. So I said, I'm just going to bring the 7-iron out just today while I was playing back with the Stelts, the big So I said, let me just hit this shit. And then Ron goes, let me show you where the sweet spot on this thing is. This motherfucker got a Sharpie. Put a little dot. He goes, that's the sweet spot, bro. And I was like, fuck this. This shit's going in the display case.
Let me ask one. We always ask the question. I'll ask it to both of you. What is your first memory of golf?
Probably the first time I ever went to a golf course. I was 8 years old. My mom was getting sick of me. I was running around crazy. And my dad was a scratch golfer. He played professional volleyball. So my dad was an athlete. And my mom's like, Doug, you got to take Scott. Take him to the golf course with you this time. You can't just leave and go by yourself. So I went to the golf course, fell in love immediately. And I was a perfectionist when I was younger. So my dad, I was a natural at it. So my dad called over the head pro and was like, dude, you got to see this. It's the first time he's ever swung a club. And then from there, I was started wearing my polo chinos and my button up every single time. And then from there, I was 5 junior in the world within a year and a half.
Oh, wow.
That was in Florida?
Arizona.
Arizona.
Yeah.
I forgot he's a Sun Devil.
Yeah.
Sun Devil. Iggy, where's the
Sun Devils,
first
baby.
memory?
I'm a Wildcat.
All right, nice.
Oh, that's right.
I had some buddies play. One of my best friends was an ice cat, so we'd go down.
Okay.
Ice cat?
Yeah, down at U of A.
Oh, okay.
Play hockey.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they call him ice cat.
What about you? First memory of golf?
Kevin Gamble. Shout out to Kevin Gamble. He's from my hometown. It's only been like 3 NBA players from where I'm from. He was one of the main guys. Like, he's stuck in the league for a while. Played for the Celtics. He had a golf clinic for kids from like the Boys and Girls Club. So I went twice. We played golf for like 2 days. We got a set of clubs and everything. I remember that. Problem was that was the only time we played golf. Because I don't have any other access after that. Like, there's no money to go to the course. I don't know where to go get range balls. You know, we can't afford balls. And so literally just clubs just sitting there. But playing, I was really into it. Like, I wish I can do this.
How long ago was this?
This is like 95. Yeah, I was like 19 years old. It was super cool. Like, all the Boys and Girls Club kids got to learn, like, go to the golf course and play golf for like 2 days.
That was where?
You were 19 in 1994?
No, I was 9 or 10.
Oh.
9 or 10 years old. Yeah.
You were Arizona?
This is in Illinois. Springfield, Illinois, where I'm from.
Okay.
Now, those are my first memories of golf. Yeah. And then I didn't play golf again until I was in college. Then you got to go play for like the alumni groups and stuff like that. Now I was like, oh, I remember I did this when I was 9. Ball going that way every single time, right?
Some things never change.
If you didn't have an injury, how many rounds a week would you be getting in right now?
When we were in our heyday, I was just telling a story to, I was with Dexter Fowler and Devontae Adams. We were just playing at the summit. It was fun.
Yeah.
And I was explaining to him how it was set up. When we were in our heyday, like when we had KD and we knew we were going to win every game, practice was at 11. Practice was only like 20 minutes. Practice was just, all right, get on the same page. We're going to put in 2 new plays and we need to watch film. Like, practice, we didn't, it was nothing. I would get to the gym at 8:30, eat breakfast. Then at 9, I'm lifting weights. At 10, I get on the court and do all my work. Shooting, conditioning, I do everything I need to do. Practice at 11, I already did my work. All I need to do is just, all right, anything new? All right, cool. Young fellas, y'all good? This is what y'all do today. Be a good teammate. All right, lock in my guys. 11:45, I was in the car. I was at the course by 12:15.
Where, Olympic Club? Like Presidio?
Then I wasn't at a course. So it was either Chuck Carica, which is a 36-hole facility, and they got a short
I know where it is,
area.
yeah.
I was there a lot. I was playing anywhere in the Bay. So Meadow Club, which is one of my favorite courses.
Okay.
Are we allowed to say we're members there? I'm at Cal Club now. Cal Club's a spot.
Nice, yeah.
Cal Club's a spot. SF Club, I won't say anything bad about them. Great course, though. It's a little stuffy in there, but it's a great course. But I'm telling you, I was all over the Bay.
Tilden?
TPC Stonebray. Tilden used like a 7-hour round, so I stayed away from Tilden. I would go to the range there, though.
Yeah, the range is legendary.
The range is cool there.
I went to Cal, bro, so I played.
Oh, okay, nice. So you know about this course that's in Piedmont.
Yeah, of course.
The rinky dink joint.
Yeah.
I'll be over there whenever I was trying to hit balls. Yeah, we would go everywhere in the Bay and play golf. Right by the airport, Metro.
Right. I never played Metro, but...
We play at Metro.
You ever played Lincoln Park? I was just talking about that. It's like a little spot right next to Presidio.
Nah. Oh, so when we were over there, we didn't go over to SF much. We would go to TPC Hardin Park a little bit.
Hardin Park is beautiful, yeah.
Hardin Park is nice. but we didn't go too far into the city. We stayed on Oakland
So it's
side.
like a little rinky-dink spot again. It's more of like a place where people hike, but $35.
Oh, wow.
And it's a 5,500 yard course, par 65, and they got a hole 16. And when you get to hole 16, the fucking Golden Gate Bridge, the whole everything, the whole view of, you could see Richmond, all that, right? And it was beautiful. And it's just a nice, really nice little course.
That's what's up. That's what's up. I'm doing something really big in the golf space. The news should be coming out soon. And it's gonna be based in the community's gonna be based around San Francisco. So we're gonna be doing some exciting stuff.
Beautiful. I just got rid of my
dope.
crib out there, but yeah.
Can't wait to see it.
I was trying to get KD to play a lot back then. I was even trying to tell Rich. I was like, yo, bro.
KD's so good at basketball, he's not comfortable with something he's not good at. That's how good at basketball he is.
That's how Bron is.
It's crazy.
Nah, I'm good.
Yeah.
He would much rather go back to the gym, work out, and do all of that shit, and then take 40 minutes to try and learn something though. Nah, I'm good. Don't even worry about it.
I've seen his swing on Instagram. Not.
My
Needs some
dog is
work.
not fluent. He got all the moves up here and all this, but this out here, nah.
Because golf exposes all your flaws.
Very true.
You got to be able to be vulnerable. Like, oh, this could get ugly.
Getting your feelings a lot out
You
there.
got to be able to
imagine.
fight back. Like you got to be able to bring it back within 2-3 holes, 9 holes.
I hit some bad shots
There you
today.
go, Devontae Adams.
Hey,
I hit some bad shots today, but I hit some good shots today.
Right.
If I was going far today, I'm like, I know I ain't this strong.
Keeping that loose wrist.
Yeah.
Man.
All body.
Mhm.
Rotate.
I hit a 7-iron like 200 yards. I'm like, come on,
It
man.
was so smooth and everything. You knew you couldn't hit it the way you wanted to, and had to you could bear it down. So everything was just so
And I
smooth in the
picked it like,
tempo.
I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, okay, we good. I'm like, it went over the green, hit the carpet. Oh, no.
Yeah.
Scared to take a divot with that sore left wrist.
The funny thing is, though, I never get mad at shots like that. Like, I hit that too good, or I'm good.
Right.
I like
I've had that before, like with the 5-iron that I didn't think would ever go far. And then it went over the green. And I'm like, fuck, that was fucking terrible. But it was a great shot. So I guess, but then now you're fucked up. You got a triple bogey on the fucking hole because you got to fucking, you know what I mean?
But you learn something about yourself. Now you know, like, okay, this is how far I'm supposed to hit my 5-iron.
True.
So I got to practice this 5-iron and know when I step up to it, because I'm long irons, we're the most afraid of those.
Yeah,
Especially when you
sure.
first start playing golf.
Yeah.
Them dudes make 5-irons look like
Nah, it's a
pitching
joke.
wedges.
It's a joke.
Yeah, I saw the guy who played with Sebastian. What's Sebastian's last name? He played at Cal. And I think he's a pro over at the Summit. And man, he was hitting drives 330. We had par 5. He went driver 5-iron. And it was like 220 to the hole. And he just, I'm like, oh my God. Pow, just over the pin. And I'm like, it's 4-iron? 5-iron. But it went over the hole. It went to like just like the shortcut. He was like, damn, I should have used the 6.
Scott,
220.
as a PGA Tour player, what advice do you have to a guy that maybe 4-5 +5 handicap with aspirations of going on tour? What's some advice, and mentally, how do you prepare to make that leap from +5 to?
I mean, you got to be. It's almost got to be. There's no other option, but I'm going to make. So it's a lot of it's just that mindset. Like, I'm going to do what it takes to get to that next level. I mean, kids are nowadays getting so good. I mean, it takes a little bit of luck too. I mean, but I think if you work hard, the harder you work, the luckier you get. It keeps getting harder and harder. I mean, I think it's just a lot on the mindset. Like, there's no other option. Like, I'm making this, and you'll find a way.
What's your preparation like when you, like, for me, playing in college tournaments? Before a tournament, like, what's your preparation going into it? Like, do you already pretty much seen the holes? You know what shots you're going to hit? You know the distance you're trying to play from?
Yeah, I've kind of the Tiger generation, so I learned how to prepare like Tiger, get the pin sheet beforehand, know where the pin's going to be. I already have the course mapped out, where I'm going to be hitting it, where my misses are. I mean, it's all about misses. And so, like, when we're out there on tour, you're looking at at a shot or where the pin is, you're always kind of thinking, okay, where's my best chance to get up and down? That's almost like the first thing you think of. Like, because if I know I miss this to the right, the pin's on the right, I miss that. I mean, my chances of getting up and down are extremely hard. So you always are going to favor a little bit of left side because it's all about where's the easiest place I can make par if I miss it. And that's where you start your strategy on tour because bogeys crush you on tour. So
Nah, for sure.
What about Iggy? Do you gamble when you play golf?
Nah, I'm never gamble. I'm not a gambler. Because when you're in beautiful places like the Wynn, and then you see like the rooms, or you see the shops, or you see the casino, or you just see the flowers when you come in, how did that get here?
Exactly.
But you don't gamble golfing though?
I don't like losing money. It's funny because I'll bet you $1. But to me,
Yeah.
if I play my best round of golf, I didn't lose to anybody.
Yeah.
But if I can win a bet and play bad, I'm going home pissed.
Yeah.
So I don't need to gamble. I'm just there. I'm really into it.
There's a course in Chicago, the Golf Club of Chicago or Chicago Golf Club.
Golf.
And there's a rule. You're only allowed to play gambling wise. They encourage gambling, but you can play $1 on the front, $1 on the back, and $1 overall. So afterward, you go into the little bar, snack shop, and it's just $1, $2, $3. But they really care about that $3. If you win that, it's like the best $3 you ever won in your life. It's amazing to see these like super rich dudes just grinding over $3 because like winning $3 is just as good as winning $3,000 if you playing one of your frenemies.
Yep. That's just like me. Like I had a few friends, Chicago guys. We do golf trips a lot. And I remember the first time I beat one of the best guy in the group, one of the best guys in the group. And it was, I never let him live it down. Like, bro, I just beat you at golf. You've been playing golf. You play high school golf. You play middle school golf on a golf team. Like you really were trying. And you know what they say? Well, I don't have a freaking simulator set up in my house.
Oh, that's the favorite.
With blades, with Mura blades.
Oh,
Don't get mad at me. Don't get mad at me. They hate that.
Yeah.
For
sure.
Someone's been working on the simulators. You damn right. You got a 20-year head start on me. I'm on your ass.
I'm on your ass. I don't practice with Miras. I don't practice with Mura blades on my home simulator like you. Like either write it up any way you want.
But they grew up on the golf course. And I always tell them, like, listen, you 20-year head start. I caught you in like 4 or 5 years. Like, don't be mad at me.
Feeling.
Yeah, no,
good
for
feeling.
sure. I covered a lot of ground in a short amount of time. We'd like to give a big shout out to our sponsor, Long Drink, a Finnish drink.
And it definitely makes your drives go longer.
You can get yours today at www.longdrink.com.
Super refreshing.
I love the simulators. I was just
Mickey
telling
has one in
them.
his house.
No, I got one around the corner, but it has played the third hole at Spyglass, that downhill par 3. And you can make the wind go 20 miles per hour from the right to the left to the right, or downwind, or in front of you. So like, I've been practicing that a lot at hitting like little hold off, gap wedge, hold it off and let the wind blow it in. Or if the wind's ripping left to right, like hitting little low power draws into the wind. And then the ones downwind hit as high as you can hit it. And then the one in the wind in the face, taking, a 9-iron and just chipping the 9-iron. And trying to land it on the front, letting it release. But those simulators are amazing. You practice with them ever on that type of?
not too much.
He's old school. Tiger, he outside with it.
I only
I
like
love that,
seeing
though.
data every once in a while.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's all feel, huh?
Where do you live?
Scottsdale.
Oh, you're in Scottsdale. Okay.
Yep.
Where do you play?
TPC. Scottsdale. Live right next to it.
Yeah.
You still like grind at it or like play as
No,
much?
I had Tiger Woods surgery. I had fusion surgery.
Oh,
Yeah, kept me open. One of Tiger's surgeries, his last one, fusion.
damn.
But you played waste management many times,
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
Did you come on the tour same time as Fino?
Yeah. So
Give
I
or
actually grew up with Tony. So I was born in Utah and grew up playing junior golf with Tony. It was me, Tony, and Gipper in the UJGA.
We did an event
Tony's the best.
for Nike Golf where all of you guys came. It was in Culver City, at a little studio. You remember that back then? And they had those like I don't know. I just remember you guys all coming on and like it was like the new starting lineup for Nike or something, like the young guys. And Tony came in like dancing and shit.
Oh yeah, that was.
And Culver, you were there. Yeah,
I think it was me. Jamie Lovemark was there as well. Yeah, and Brooks. Yeah, I was there.
Exactly.
That was a fun time.
Culver City. What a place. And then Iggy, just so you know, you coming to the shop when we were super young, the brand, we had barely got the brand going. And he's like DMing us. So when we first started the brand, I was like, Dad, how the fuck is this going to work? We made him open up a golf shop when golf's declining. We opened it on Fairfax where no golfers go.
Yeah.
You know, this is just, what in the hell was I thinking? And then there were people like you or Justin Timberlake, et cetera, to start following us, start liking photos and shit. I'm like, God damn, the fairway Iggy's liking the photos, da-da-da-da. And then he's like, we're playing the Lakers or something. I'm going to come by the shop. And then I remember you came by. It was a big deal. And my son, Remington, who golfs a ton and he plays basketball a ton. So Remy asked him, he said, Iggy, do you like golf or do you like basketball better? And he's like, golf. Like, what are you talking about, Remy? Like, don't play basketball. Just keep playing golf, dude. All of us really want to be golfing.
True story. I got a 16-year-old who just grew taller than me.
He did.
Damn.
It's flipped. I never thought he would go to the NBA. I never told him this, but I was like, bro, you ain't got it. Like, life's too good. Bro, I don't know what happened, but the switch went off. He ain't there with the other Remy. The Remy in Miami, I had him down there. Man, he got good at basketball. Like, oh shit, he got a chance. But the crazy thing, I bring him up because he's got a better golf swing than me. Always had one.
What?
Does not like golf. It kills me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that would fuck me up.
I'm like, come on,
Yeah.
hey, bro, you want? He's 16, so he's about to get a car. You can't get a car until you break 90. Like, I'm sick of you wasting this swing.
Right.
Because I've seen him, like, he's only played 9 holes and he shot like a 46. And he's miserable out there, like, I don't like this. Because he's a perfectionist and he's used to seeing other kids.
Yeah.
Kids his age that are playing golf are good. He's like, I'm not even as good as them. Like, I'm terrible. I'm like, bro, you have no idea. You're in like the top 10% already.
Yeah.
Right.
But
90% don't even break 90.
that's what I'm saying. He ain't getting his car until he ain't getting his car. Because all I'm trying to do is make him practice. Because when he gets older, he's gonna be like, I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Right.
Everybody says that.
It's crazy.
I started earlier.
Right.
Yeah.
Shit. I started at 49. Like, think about it, you know what I'm saying? Like, fuck, I wish I played when I was younger, you know. I wish I played even when the pandemic, when everyone started in the pandemic, you know, at least.
Straight up. All right. What that's what I wanted to ask you. What's a better feeling? Because I know for me, it's the golf shot. So like, you like dunking on somebody or dunking it from like a bunker?
So my first eagle was a chip in from like 50 yards. I remember that like it was yesterday. It was Richmond Country Club. Never forget that one. And I played so bad today. My last iron swing was my best shot of the day. Oh, it was incredible. It was, I had like 185. And I took a 7-iron. And I had been overcooking my draws today. And I was like, yo, just stay in line in your swing. Just swing across your body plane, right? But everybody wants to hit a draw because we used to in the slices, we just turn it over too quick. I said, just stay in the slot. I stayed in the slot and I didn't even try to hit a draw. I just was like, stay in your slot. And the ball just went in the air. And I'm always watching y'all ball flights and the height and feet when y'all swing. So I'm like, okay, on my 7-iron, I need to be this high. That ball was 100 feet in the air, easy. And it came, the hardest shot is to hit a high draw for me.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God. Pin high, 10 foot. Pow! My day was complete. I didn't care about no other shot.
So what's the answer? That or dunking on someone in real life?
I mean, we're so athletic. We've been dunking on people since forever
That's
ago.
how I
so
feel like.
the dunking was easy to us.
Yeah.
Man, I need to hit this shot.
Second
Yo, this shot is euphoria.
See, that's a tough one. That's
I just told him a funny story. We're gonna wrap this up right now, but I told him a funny story last night at dinner. You know, the internet, they'll fucking find anything.
Mm-hmm.
So I got a scholarship playing football at Cal. So I walked onto the basketball team.
listen to this.
What
And I'm
position
like-
did you play in football?
I played cornerback.
You let him tell his story.
All right, go ahead.
But anyways, bro, I was all state, all everything, wide receiver, but I played DB. We played both ways back in the day. So I played basketball too. That was my favorite thing. Football was just what I was better at. So I'm talking shit, whatever, and someone on the fucking internet picks my stats up. Someone from the Bay Area. They go to San Francisco, boom. I guarded Steve Nash 2 years on a road, the whole 9.
Mm-hmm.
And like, motherfucker, you average 0.8 points a game. You didn't even average 1 point a game. And And I was like, how the fuck did this dude find my fucking average? So the thing is, I never got into the game. If I did, you think I'm going to fucking pass the ball, bro? And on top of that, the San Francisco Chronicle, every time they put the box scores, because no internet back then, they put Tang, not Yang, my real last name. They even fucked up my last name, so people can't even see, like, you know. So we're playing against Washington State on television, and we're down by 28 points. There's 2 minutes left. So I'm like, fuck this. Like, Yang, you're in. So I got in the game, and I stole an inbound pass. And I dunked on someone, and I got it and one. And I was like, yeah, and one, motherfucker. And the dude's like, Chinky Winky, you down 28 points on television, bro.
Damn.
I looked at my coach, and my coach goes, you're fucking dead. He said, you're walking back to San Francisco. You're fucking dead.
Yo, tell me your career high, though.
Yeah. No, I mean, I averaged under 1 point a game. You know, I never played, but fuck it. You know, it was just funny. So when I think about that compared to like an ace or fucking chipping out from, you know, holding in from 52 yards, whatever, fuck you, JR.
But you being able to dunk.
Oh, since sophomore year in high school.
No, that's a pretty big deal. Like,
yeah.
Everybody, first of all, everybody can't dunk.
Right.
I'm tired of that. Oh, yeah, I could do it if I was 6'6". First of all, I know people 6'6" who can't dunk. They can't touch the net. So for your height to be able to do that is impressive.
That's impressive.
That's impressive.
I would have thought you were lying.
No, I'm dead ass serious.
No, I believe you, but
yeah.
Most people, like, dunking isn't like something. It's easy to us because, you know, we've been doing it since we were 2.
Yeah.
But, and then we got the genetics.
Scott, can you dunk?
That's a tough question for me. I mean, I don't know. It's just a butter draw 5-iron or a 360 windmill. I couldn't tell you. I don't know yet.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, but you can hit that.
No, I can't.
I can only dunk for so long.
Right.
And in NBA, in our era, you got caught known as a dunker. It kind of limited your earning potential.
100%.
People will get mad at Vince because he was like, I'm not dunking. I went through that phase. I'm like, bro, I'm not dunking because y'all just going to say all I do is dunk. I had a coach tell me, like, stop shooting jump shots. Just go dunk it. It's like, what type of advice is that?
I mean,
Right.
look at the stigma there
You know how
was.
hard that is? Just go dunk over everybody in the NBA.
Oh, my
It's
God.
impossible.
You know who he's playing
for a long
against,
time, Aaron Gordon, all they thought about was him dunking. They didn't even take him serious. And you got to take him serious now.
Exactly.
And you got a chip now. You know
I feel
what
like that's how they did Wiggs too. Like
Right.
after Wiggs won with y'all, won the chip, actually like they gave him way more status opposed to just being an athlete. Oh, he's a freakish athlete. Yeah, it's okay. You be a freakish athlete for 8 years, but if you're going to play a 15, 16, 17, 18-year career, you got to be way more than just a freakish athlete.
Wiggs can shoot the ball. And I was like, Wiggs, when you start shooting threes, I was like that. He was like, man, like last year, they never let me shoot threes.
Right. Like, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Wiggs, that's tough.
Shit, man. Iggy, I want to say thank you so much for coming on the show. Scott, truly
Appreciate you, bro.
amazing.
Thank you
Thank you
guys,
guys so
Really
much.
appreciate it. That was fun.
Guys, that's it for this episode of Part 3 Podcast. Co-host Ben Baller, Stephen Malbon, J.R. Smith, Iggy, Scott. We out, y'all.
Go low.
Thank you.